Nekudot desag. From this purification of the nekudot, they descend downward. They are close. Why? They're close to Nehi of Ak, because these are Chasadim and they are Chasadim. And then they mix, and from this mixing between them, B'chinat Daled wakes up and bestow or influences Nekudot Desag. That's why they restrict themselves. The desire to receive the part that belongs to the Achab, the part of their Galgal Te'anaim that desires to bestow, they aren't impressed by B'chinat Daled. So that's why after the second restriction, Tzimtzum Bet, what remained? Only this area in practice. So the Reshimot from it rise upward. And they determine that the Zivug won't be in Malchut, in its 10 Sfirot, but only in the part that is until Nik Be'enayim. And then the Zivug on Bet Aleph, but Tzimtzum Bet. But Bet Aleph, that isn't Tzimtzum Bet, just a regular Bet Aleph, on that the Ma Elyon Partzuf comes out. What else? I don't know. Who else wanted to ask there?
No.
Yeah.
I can ask if I understood correctly. This is the first time that there is the integration of the upper Achab in Galgalta of a name of the lower one.
Let's say yes.
Okay, and this is actually a result of the Tzimtzum of Bet Aleph, of the second restriction, but the second restriction is very complex. It comes in a different Rosh, because it has already...
A restriction is a restriction on the will to receive. If the limitation is on the upper one, it also works on the lower ones.
No.
Yeah.
The
Nekudot of Sag, which are restricted, they raise the Reshimot from Nekudot of Sag to Rosh of Sag.
Yeah.
If there are many Reshimot that rise, not one Reshima.
As much as they rise, doesn't matter.
Let's say a group of Reshimot rise. Why is there only one Zivug and one Partzuf coming out of it?
Why? Except for that. So, on Nekudot Desag, that they didn't descend downward, you get Ma'elyon and Bon Elyon. On the Nekudot Desag that did go below, you have a Partzuf of Olam HaNikudim in Katnut.
On the Partzuf of the world of Nikudim in Katnut, there are a few Reshimot, and one Partzuf comes out.
We're speaking about the biggest Reshimot. That's what determines.
What does it mean?
What it means that in a drop of seed, you have information on the entire human, on everything that will be in it. We always speak about the highest discernment, the biggest one, the one that includes everything.
Meaning we have 4 or 5 Reshimot that rose above, and from them the greatest one, the most significant one?
No, they're all included. There's thousands of Reshimot, thousands. So what? What does it bother you? You just have to speak about the actions and quality. What works here? What is the light, the creator? What's a created being, the will to receive? What's the connection between them? In what way they can reach equivalence, mutual bestow, and so on. That's what you have to talk about. The Reshimot there, as much as we know, we won't know. Go into part 4 of Istaklut Pnimit, you'll see there's 20 kinds of Ochozer, 30 kinds of Reshimot, and so on. You think that he's giving you everything? No. Also not. You can't explain all these details. It's endless. The particles are infinite. You can speak about them only in a purposeful way, but not get into every little detail. You can't divide it into details. It's infinite. It's like us, in our thought, in our whatever. We activate, or we're activated by thousands of forces. Can you speak about a principle? That's how we're built. We don't have another choice. Okay? Same thing we have with the Big Ten. If we will understand how we work with it, and our individual 10, and again with it, and again our 10, how we bestow one another, how we're activated one with the other. That's the key. That's the key to understand the spiritual changes. That's why throughout the day I recommend it. Be in this, integrate in this, and you'll be rewarded. This is the blessed place for the spiritual path. And